Good day to you everyone, my name is Whistler and welcome back to another episode of my hardcore series. I hope you're all having a good day today. So, in this episode, I plan to turn this giant cavern that I've dug out into a lush cave. And it's all for the purpose of entering the Nether, but I want this to be like a nice custom Nether Portal design that I get to experience every time I decide to go to the Nether. And I might start doing that a lot at some point in the future. But just to show everyone why I like this cavern so much, all I have to do is go up this water elevator and then jump down the top, and I get to fly through my cavern. Oh, there's an Enderman. That's not good. You're not allowed in my cavern. Chestplate on. Let's kill this dude before he annoys me too much. There we go. Now, if I would like to construct a lush cave, I'm going to need a ton of clay. And I'm going to be honest, I don't have very much of it. I only have this much here, I believe. So clearly, I'm going to need to go on a bit of a clay farming session. And I don't really know how to do that. I think my best option is probably to go to a swamp and dig up tons of clay there. So let's just collect another 2 shulker boxes from here. And we'll head to the swamp by the stronghold. And we'll just see how much clay we get from digging up the entire thing. Maybe it'll be enough, maybe it won't. I don't know how much clay I'm going to need for this project, you know, but I'll just keep going until I run out of clay in the swamp. Here we go. I think there is a good amount of clay in this place, so I guess we should start farming it up. I should probably fill my inventory with this clay stuff so that I don't end up picking up tons of dirt as well. Now I can just pick it up easily like this. Excellent. Oh, I've just heard phantoms. That's not ideal. 1 arrow for you. 1 arrow for you. 1 arrow for you. Is that it? That's it. Okay, awesome. Right, so that is 1 shulker box of clay completed. Hopefully I can fill the next 2. I almost wonder if I have enough clay now, but I'm scared that if I stop farming clay now that I won't have enough at the end. Oh my goodness, I've made a mistake. I've gotten this banner pillager constantly shooting me while I try to farm clay, and I can't kill him because he'll give me bad omen. And I would be able to if he was on land, because I would then be able to set him on fire. But as it is right now, I cannot do that because he's in the water. Oh, he's on land. This is good, this is good. Hang on, I need to take care of this quickly. It's time for you to burn. Yes. Are you seriously just gonna sit there? Oh, he's taking it like an absolute champ. Wow. Well, that was worth it. Finally in peace. Don't mind the arrows. But here we go! I have now farmed up a full 3 shulkers of clay. And this should hopefully be more than enough for the lush cave that I hope to construct. Although I do have half a mind to stay here, because there is a very loud thunderstorm going on at the moment. And I can't help but realise that I don't have a skeleton horse yet, so I might hang around here and see if one spawns, because I usually sleep away the storms if I'm at the base, because I don't want it to set fire to my builds. But I'm not seeing a skeleton horse just yet. Oh, the sky just lightened up. That's a shame. Thunderstorm is over. No skeleton horse for me. So I guess it's time that we head home. And another resource I was hoping to use is actually oak wood, and I know that it's not really used in lush caves, but I think I'll use it anyway, because this is 1.16 and I have no lush cave blocks actually accessible for me to use, so I think I'll farm up a bunch of oak leaves and we might place them inside of the cave as a replacement for all of the little azalea saplings and the moss and whatnot. Although I will try not to go too hard on it. Speaking of wood though, I have run rather low on pretty much all of the log types, and that's not good. I need more logs than this, so I should probably go on another mega tree farming session some point soon. But for now, I think we'll head over to our little oak tree farm over here. Now this build was designed entirely for farming leaves and not for logs themselves, although I can get logs as well, it's just that the process is entirely manual. That said, it is still an excellent source of leaves, and I don't like how often the Endermen come in here. It's a pretty simple process though. I just plant the saplings down and then I harvest the entire thing. Every leaf is mine. Oh yes. For those who are new, this is how I got every single leaf that I used in the Mega Creeper tree. Okay then, I think this is probably going to be enough logs and leaves for me to use in the Lush cave that I have planned. Because I think I would quite like to use the oak logs as like a path down to the bottom to where the Nether Portal is. I think that would be a good idea to have. It's time that we move on to the other thing that I've been doing in each episode for the last few weeks though. It's time to farm sand. And for those who are wondering why, well, you'll find out very soon. But it is for a mega project, and I'll let you all in a little secret. As the recent episodes have gone by, I've actually dropped quite a few clues as to what I'll be doing with all of this sand. Now, I probably haven't said every clue because I don't want to give the whole game away. So for those of you who have watched the previous episodes, just take a guess. Let me know down in the comments down below, and I think it would be fun to see how many of you are right and how many of you are completely wrong. It's time for me to get digging though. This is likely to be one of the bigger sand farming sessions though. I've got 20 separate shulker boxes here for me to use and completely fill up with sand. So, I hope you enjoy that time lapse. Let's get straight into it. Welcome back everyone, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I now have an additional 20 shulkers of sand, which I'm pleased to say puts me past my goal of 100 shulkers of sand. I can't wait to start my upcoming mega project. Can't wait to show it to you all. But yeah, as you can see, every single one of these shulkers are completely full. So let's just gather them all back up again, and we'll head back home. You know, I'm glad that this is as big as the sand wall of chests is going to get, because if it gets any bigger than this, I'm going to be rather concerned with myself. But yeah, I guess we need to start the painful process of transferring all of the sand over to the sand wall. But yes, I now have almost 52 double chests worth of sand, and that is a lot, and I've got something special planned for all of it. Farming all of that sand did damage my shovels quite a bit though, so let's just go and repair them a little bit in my villager trading hall. Ah yes, hello. I would like to sell you my goods. Give me your XP please. And of course this means we get to buy more glass. I need a lot of this. And I guess since I'm here, I could probably buy quartz as well. That is something I had been meaning to do, because I don't really have like a proper supply outside of these villages, so just buying quartz every now and then is gonna set me up for the distant future when I decide to build with it. Now, there was something else that I wanted to do before I started work on this cave, and that is the fact that I have unlit caves surrounding this thing, and I would quite like to light them up so that my mega creeper tree is slightly more efficient. So let's just put on the chest plate for the caves, because who knows, it could be rather dangerous, especially as I light up more of the world. And I do know where some of them are. There is a water cave just here, and through here I have placed a lantern on top of an actual unlit cave for me to spawn proof. There are torches in here already because I did poke my head in during the time lapse from a different entrance, but I didn't go too far. So, let's just do this very quickly. I'm not seeing anything, that's good. You know, I'm getting a lot of scuffed cave systems here, with the fact that not all of them are flooded, but they're sort of merging with the flooded like ravines and whatnot. It's definitely leading to some more interesting world generation. I'm hearing a lot of zombie noises in this direction. Ah, that actually looks like a lot of them. You know what, I'm sure there's a different angle for me to come across that and to laugh at them all with. They're probably stuck in a water stream or something. Well, that cave system didn't go very far, because a lot of them were actually flooded. So, let's head to the other one that I have yet to light up, because there were two that I had found last time. Die, slime! I am very happily collecting up a lot of this slime that they are dropping for me. It's my only source of slime at the moment. Now, the second cave is here, I believe. Yes, it is. A nice dark little hole for me to go into. It's a bit weird looking, I'm going to be honest. Is this like a very small ravine or something? I think it might be. Oh, no, I think it's just a weird ravine where it's gotten so thin that it's actually closed itself off. Okay. Now, for those who are interested, I have a very particular way of lighting up ravines. I tend to go down layer by layer and just light the whole thing up as I go down. I find that that makes lighting up ravines and taking resources from them a lot safer, and that's something you've always got to be careful of with hardcore, because ravines are pretty much death traps. But I haven't had any issues from using this tactic that I've been doing here. Oh my goodness, there's another one! Ah! I thought there was only one ravine. Well, I guess I've got to light this one up too. Now, I've just spotted something very weird and very peculiar. You see, I have just found a pumpkin pal. Or at least, I think it's a pumpkin pal. I'm not sure why he's down here. If this is a pumpkin pal that I have name tagged, I am very shocked that he's actually down here, because I don't think there's actually like a proper route. Unless this is just a naturally spawned pumpkin mob still left over from Halloween that's picked up the drops from another zombie falling off and dying off of the ravine or something. I mean, how else would he have gotten here? Because I didn't put him down here. And you know, I think this was actually the group of zombies that I saw earlier. I think there's a water stream going into a little hole there that I had potentially dug up and exposed all of these zombies. Well, I hear more mob noises, and while they're here, I should probably try to investigate, because that's how you find more caves. I think it's in this direction somewhere. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hello, zombie. Hello indeed. Well, this is a rather large group of mobs. Let's just watch this mob civil war take place. I think the skeleton won that. Congratulations to the skeleton. Oh dear, I've just found another ravine for me to light up. Ooh, mine shaft. Well, it's a very short mine shaft, so I think it might actually cut across this ravine and potentially go on the other side of it. I'm hearing mobs down here. So, yeah, there's something down there. Oh, clearly there was an Enderman. I've probably ruined his day. Surprised he's not teleported away. Hello, diamonds. Hello. How many are you? I think I count 5. Excellent. Let's just put those away. I've been keeping most of the resources I've been gaining from this caving trip. That's another diamond. Let's just leave that for now though. I've got mobs to deal with, I think. Oh, there's a minecart with chest over here too. Are those mobs stuck on the rails? I think they are. I'm hearing other mobs too, I think. Now what's in this minecart? Okay, that's a whole lot of nothing much. So let's just take this diamond. Oh, there's only one. And we'll move on. I have literally spent several hours down here caving, lighting up these places. I didn't plan on spending this much time down here. But yeah, this ravine is suddenly a lot safer now that I've lit up layer by layer. That's for sure, there's nothing down here. Now, moment of truth. Is this a pumpkin pal? No! You're not a pumpkin pal. Okay. Well, that removes one element of the mystery. I think I'm going to leave you down here though, because you're not an actual pumpkin pal. I didn't collect you, so have fun in the water stream, my dude. Maybe I'll get you in the future, but for now, you're going to stay there. So, caving session over. I've spent like 4 hours down there. That's a lot of caves to be lit up in that time. Hopefully, my creeper farm will be a lot more efficient because of it. Now, I had been keeping all of the resources that I'd mined during that session. I've gotten 14 diamond ores and plenty of other blocks too. I got plenty of emerald ores too, they're rare. Although 1.17 is going to make them a lot more common. I think it's time that we get started on creating this lush cave though. So I've gotten plenty of things planned for this place. Like all of the clay, the little small aquifers, if that's how you pronounce that, or if it's just tiers of water, you know. Water tiers going up the cave, that's going to be cool. Potential stalagmites and stalactites potentially joining up together as well. I think I'll get some vines too. And we'll fill up a large portion of this place with grass and water. So I hope you enjoy that time lapse. Let's get straight into it. And welcome back everyone. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I now have this incredibly beautiful lush cave. I think it's definitely an interesting project for me to have taken on because 1.17 is still quite a ways away yet. So having what looks or slightly resembles a lush cave already in my world, I think that's pretty cool. So I've got these small little aquifers dotted around the place. I've filled them with seagrass and sea pickles and kelp to liven them up a little bit. And I noticed while I was playing the snapshots that a lot of the cave roofs are like filled with moss and glowberries and stuff like that, and I don't really have access to those. And I probably could have used green wool to substitute moss, but they're a bit of a pain to get rid of, so I think I'll leave the moss until 1.17 arrives. I think I'll definitely update this place when I get the update. I've gotten these nice little pillars throughout the cave. I've put vines on them, although I thought the vines would grow upwards as well, but they don't seem to have done, so I might need to place some more. And over here we have our Nether Portal. And I haven't actually finished the Nether Portal yet because I found out that I have no blackstone. So I don't have access to the blackstone buttons that I thought I might have done. And I can't really make the stairs and slabs that I'd like to put over here because unfortunately there's a slime chunk right by the portal and I'd prefer not to have slimes going through into the nether and ambushing me on the other side. So I've done my best to spawn proof this little area over here, but it's most unfortunate that that is actually a slime chunk. But I do think it looks pretty cool. What do you all think? I've added some crying obsidian as well. I think that's my entire supply. So unfortunately, to go with the spawn proofing as well, I've had to button up my little wooden pathway here. And I think this chunk here is also a slime chunk as well, so I've had to button up here and place lots of leaves and attempt to stop them from spawning because I don't want slimes down here. Once 1.17 arrives, I'll replace a lot of these with moss and moss carpets because I think they should do a better job of making this place look like a lush cave as well as spawn proofing the entire place. So that's something to look forward to when that update arrives. There is a ton of grass and azalea saplings in lush caves as well, so I've done my best to sort of replicate that by bone mealing the grass blocks that I've got down here, and that's sort of created this nice little grassy and flowery effect that I hope will do for now. This is a lot more fun to fly down though. Oh yes, a lot more natural. I'm loving the fact that I've got this in my world now. And this is the entrance to the nether. I think that's pretty cool. So every time I want to go to the nether, it's an event. So I get to swoop into my portal. And over here, I've got my water elevator and my drop chute as well. I've got to be honest, I think I completely ran out of beehives. I had like the perfect amount for this project. Somehow, it was a complete miracle that I did. And I've just noticed that this drop chute acts as a bit of a shower while it's raining. That's a bit interesting. But of course, my favourite thing about this cavern is that it is, in fact, a swoop loop. I can just glide straight back down into the water elevator and it takes me straight back up to the surface where I can start the process all over again. I can fly down again. Oh, this is so fun. And I can totally do this in third person too, in the F5 mode. Oh yes. And I can just swoop straight into my portal from here. Very cool. Now, unfortunately, I did notice quite a few slimes spawning by the Nether Portal, and I suspect that quite a few of them have gone through. So let's put the chest plate on, and we'll probably eat a golden apple as we go through to sort out the mess that's hopefully not on the other side. Let's do this. Oh, yes, that's what I thought was on the other side. A giant slime. I think I saw this one go through and I was just thinking, oh my goodness, how many of these are going to be on the other side to ambush me? And slimes can be pretty deadly as well. They can really do a lot of damage really quickly. And given that I do currently have a rather cramped nether portal over here in the nether, I think I would quite like to remove them. I did gain quite a lot of slime during that time lapse though, so let's just gather it all up again and we'll see how many blocks I've been able to create. Oh, there we go. 64 and 59. That's definitely an excellent show. I'll be able to create quite a few slime block machines with these. Get out of here, Enderman! You'll ruin my build! I don't want you here, you're unwelcome. Also, when 1.17 arrives, I'd quite like to bring axolotls down into this place. I think that would just be an absolutely adorable thing to have down beneath my base. Especially down here in these nice little pools of water. I'm sure this is a nice little axolotl haven. Now, I have another couple of suggestions for the sheep in my sheep farm. The first one was Barbara, and also Sean the sheep. So you shall be Sean, and you shall be Barbara. So I'd just like to say thank you for everyone for suggesting names for the sheep in my sheep farm. I still have another 14 to be named, I think, so if you'd like to leave a suggestion down in the comments down below, just let me know. Make it something funny, and it's pretty likely that I'll use it in the sheep farm. I'm afraid this is gonna have to be the end of the episode though. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, consider leaving a like down below, and if you'd like to see more, then be sure to subscribe. I'll be glad to have you around. But is this current scene a potential clue for my upcoming mega project? Yes, it probably is. But on that note, bye! Thanks for watching.